today's live stream lecture. Please hit my subscribe button and hit my notification button. Support and subscribe to my channel and also support my book. And I really do want to thank everyone for blocking out time to view my videos. Keep sending me your comments and special requests. So with that being said, let's get down to today's live stream lecture. And the focus of this lecture is, do you have direction in your life? The thought-provoking question, do you have direction in your life? Having a sense of direction in life gives us perspective, passion, and purpose in life. When you have direction in your life, each single day, every hour, every week, every year is an opportunity. When you have a sense of direction in your life, even blood, sweat, and tears mean you are further along towards reaching your goal. And that is called passion. I talk to a lot of people in the natural environment who are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and even older, who really, they'll tell you, they have no direction in their life. They don't know what they want to do, how they want to do it, how to go about attaining those resources. And I'm listening to these people in the natural environment. Having a sense of direction in your life allows your life to have meaning and also a story to be written that is called purpose. I don't care what you're trying to do, you need to sit down and write down the goals and objective of whatever you're trying to accomplish, which directly links to direction. What if you don't have a sense of direction in your life? How do you move forward? If you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what you want, if you don't know how to go about attaining resources, if you don't know how to go about attaining the answers, the correct answers to your questions from the appropriate source, that is directly linked into not having direction. For example, you may have a long-term goal to earn a degree. I don't care if it's a credential or certification or associate's, bachelor's, master's, PhD. You may have a long-term goal to attain a degree, but have not narrowed down a major yet. You got to know what you want that degree in. You got to know what you want to specialize in. You could easily start with some basic courses or do some career counseling, ask questions, do due diligence, and etc. Another example is you may want to eat healthier but are overwhelmed in trying. You can literally start out with cutting back on sodas or less candy. Small incremental steps of change is directly related to having a direction and goals in your life. You may have a goal to write a book, start a YouTube channel, or start a business. There are so many smaller steps that you can take towards the right direction. Those steps is directly linked to being headed towards the right direction. It is not always easy to take those steps, but it's better than staying stuck on the elevator, so to speak, stuck in your thinking, stuck in your actions. A lot of people talk, but they are not doing anything or making those small steps that ties into direction and purpose in your life. Activate the potential inside of you and move in a forward direction, one step at a time, to achieve your short-term, midway, and long-range goals that I'm here to tell you. I can talk to someone for 5 minutes I'm not lying. I don't care is it in the neighborhood, in my zip code, in the natural environment, at church, school, work, it don't matter. I can talk to a person, I can listen. No, I'm not talking, I'm gonna just listen. I can listen to a person for 5 minutes and make a decision on whether or not that person has direction or purpose in their life based off the words that come out of their mouth. Because a forward thinker, a forward speaking person is going to be talking about growth. They're going to be talking about their goals and dreams and aspirations and the steps that they need to do to move forward. Most people who don't have direction, who do not have direction in their life, their language is going to be problem focused. Their language is going to be stuck. And it's not going to be solution focused language. It's not going to be forward movement language. It's going to be that stuck language. It's going to be that pessimistic language. It's going to be the gossip. And it don't take long for me to determine on a person's mindset on whether they have direction or whether they do not have direction and purpose in their life. To be honest, you don't have to have it all figured out in order to move forward. The key is to make the first step. The first step takes a lot of courage, but anyone has it inside of them to make that first step. No one can see their whole future in every direction life would take. But having a sense of direction in life starts with the little steps, the small steps of change that will tie and link into the bigger picture. And this can also be called short-term goals, midway goals, long-term goals. And oh, by the way, in order to make those small steps, and I'm going to say this again, make sure whatever direction you're trying to go, sit down at a certain point and develop a strategic plan on paper. A lot of people don't want to sit down and develop a strategic plan on paper that could assist you with your direction in moving forward. And when you write that strategic business plan, on the far left of that strategic business plan, write down your goal. That goal may be to start a business in selling products. That's a goal. And in the middle of that strategic plan, you might want to write down 3 measurable objectives, 3 steps that tie into that goal in regards to whatever you're trying to do. If it's selling music or selling products or selling t-shirts, it may be a specific step is to figure out, to make a decision on which supplier you will acquire your products from. That is a step that directly tie into the goal of selling products or merchandise. You got to have a supplier. You got to do your research and make a decision on which supplier you want to buy your products from. That step ties directly into the goal. And on the far right of any business plan is you always want to write down the projected due date that you are going to achieve that goal. The objective date, it could be July 31st, where you're going to call and contact that supplier to find out how much you need to pay to order and pay for your supplies in order to meet that goal. That's basic business 101, and having that business plan in place will definitely be directly linked into giving you direction in life. And I'm here to tell you. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have gotten something out of this in terms of, do you have direction in your life, in anything that you do, in any goal that you want to achieve? And please do not forget, as the audience is aware, my book title, Awake Financial Freedom, can be purchased in any major platform, Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Apple, iTunes, Google Play. You know, I'm getting phenomenal reviews on many different platforms on my book, where I share my testimony to the world on how Marie Holiday rose from financial destruction to complete financial freedom. There's some areas in this book where I talk about on how I literally raised my credit score with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian from a 340 to an 800 plus in less than a year. It is all laid out in this book. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, there are so many people in this world who is literally living in financial destruction. You know, they are drowning in a sea of debt. My book, when I had my battle with God in 2012, gave me the skills to share my testimony, to write this book and share with the world on how I literally rose out of financial destruction to complete financial freedom. I will be fully 100% retired summer of next year with multiple retirement accounts hitting this moment for the rest of my life. You know, I share in my book on how I paid off my 30-year mortgage 20 years early when God gave me the skills to master my money, to control my money. I'm here to tell you, I talk to a lot of people. It can be you can be listening to this live stream right now. You may be one of those people who are drowning in a sea of debt. Co-workers, family members, people in the neighborhood. I'm here to tell you this money piece is a real issue. Check out my book. You know, once you have purchased my book, you know, go into the platform where you have purchased my book and give an honest review. And with that being said, simplify, Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.